Cold one today. It is, I think last time I checked, 19 degrees and wind chill down to like 5 degrees. So this is gonna be pretty quick. Just wanted to get out today. I am testing something. I started this setup in the beginning of the year, and once I started kayaking, kind of forgot about it. Well, not really forgot about it, but it doesn't really work for kayaking. Oh, this could be slick. So it's a constant battle trying to get steady video footage with decent audio. So the past couple of weeks, I've been trying some different setups, trying to keep it simple, but simple doesn't always work so well. I tried just my Nikon, which does a decent job. It's got optical image stabilization, so it does pretty good with the stabilization. The audio is pretty good. The problem I find with that is in the video processing, it doesn't do so good, especially with movement. Kind of gets like this artifact smear to it. I don't know what to call that. So last couple of trips, last couple of hikes, I've used my GoPro Hero 5 session for the camera and the audio, just on the extension pole, and it does okay, but the video is not really all that good. And when you get the camera farther away, you don't get real good. Oh, get like no audio. This is slick. I might want to put on my micro spikes if it keeps up like this. So what I'm using now is what I started using earlier in the year. My Hero 5 Black on the Karma grip for the video, and then I've got, I don't know if you can see here, I've got my lavaliere mic hooked into my when the door's open. This is rare. So I got the lavaliere mic hooked into my, that's kind of tucked away in my pocket. It's just a Tascam DR-05, small recorder for the audio, not matched up in processing. We'll see. I want to get out today because it's windy. Got like 20, 30 mile an hour gusts of wind. As you see, I got the little wind protector on there. We'll see. Wow, this is slick. So we'll see. We will see. Shortcut. So the official trail goes out this way, goes out there somewhere, loops back around, but I'm going to cut through the old foundation ruins here and meet right back up. So I know this used to be all old farmland up here. I'm guessing this was just an old outbuilding of some kind. Maybe it was a house. But yeah, you see, there's all kinds of cool ruins like this out here. A lot of these state parks, you just find these were all old farmlands. I used to live on the property that had an old village. Basically, I mean, there was a house. I think there was a schoolhouse foundation there, some people used to say. So, I don't know. Fell down. And now we're coming up on our next junction. Coming up right here. So we're gonna probably can hear me with that on. So the wind was supposed to be 20 to 30 miles an hour. We definitely got 30 miles an hour back there a little ways. It was whipping. It was crazy. It's crazy. Still got some flowing water here. So yeah, so this should be high ledge trail. Good. That's where I want to go. All right, that'll take us to Midpoint Pass. It's a half mile. Yeah, I'll stick with my original plan. The reverse loop I was going to do. All right, let's head up. There's that one. It's one of the few animals I've seen stirring out here is that woodpecker. Too cold for everything out here today. For me and a few other people out here hiking around. Huh. That's beautiful up there. Interesting to me that there's a sign that tells us we gotta go that way for Highlands Trail, but it doesn't tell us what that is. It's got a green disc on it. No trail name. Okay. Oh, this way we go. Trail marker sideways. Goes that way. One thing you don't want to do when you're hiking, A, get too sweaty. My hands getting pretty warm. Like what is away. Let me move my mic. Just because it's cold There you go. Just because it's cold doesn't mean you can't get dehydrated. And actually, when it is cold and dry, you actually stand more of a risk of getting dehydrated, especially when it's windy, because that moisture just gets pulled right out of you and you don't realize it. Today, even though I have my Hydro Pack bag with me, I don't have the bladder because the high teens, the mouthpiece gets real icy. Ooh, I decided today to bring an Nalgene. I don't use it very often, but it is handy to have. I was going to make a like an insulator for it. I still might, out of Reflectix, but I figured with it in the bag, I don't really need that. And there's too much water in there to freeze solid for the amount of time I'll be out. But always have water with you. I know that water is cold, but it feels warm when I drink it. That's how cold it is out. And might be time for a snack. What do we got? Cliff bar. Okay, well. I can eat this while I'm moving. You don't need to sit here and watch me eat a Cliff bar. So as I'm hiking, I'm looking at all the different tracks that I see through here. And I've seen a lot of deer, squirrel, rabbits, snowshoe hares, some that I can't really make out. The wind's blown them over, they've eroded. One thing I am looking for, in this area, you have the possibility of having black bears, coyotes, bobcats, and as well as the other animals I've mentioned. But one thing I'm looking for, and I've yet to see, is evidence of large cats. And when I say large cats, I mean larger than a bobcat. Now, if you paid attention, you notice that I live in Pennsylvania, and you might be thinking to yourself, Kurt, there's no large cats in Pennsylvania. There actually might be. There has been evidence, people saying that they've seen large cats, mountain lions, cougars, possibly panthers. And I say that because there used to be panthers in Pennsylvania. So it is possible that some have survived. We just haven't seen them. They believe they're extinct. There is evidence in this area, or stories of evidence in this area of cougars, large cats. One of which happened a couple years ago to me and a friend who were right here hiking, and he heard a large cat, which we at the time thought was a bobcat. And recently, I've heard stories of people who have seen large cats near here, and there have been other instances in this area, in this park in Prompton, of people who were chased or scared by a creature, they'll say. And at first people go, creature, what, like the Prompton Sasquatch? Or that would be cool. I'd love to see a Sasquatch. And if they're out there, I want to see one. But no, it's most likely a large cat. That could just be a bobcat. Could be a bobcat. Have seen bobcat tracks around here, so there's obviously, we have them around. But yeah, it'd be cool if there was something bigger. Yeah, I don't want to wrestle with a cougar, but it would be cool to find evidence of one. But I have not found it. Do you need to be straighter? Nope. Didn't mean to do that. So while I'm taking a moment here, I want to notice a lot of my subscribers seem to be from Canada, which is really cool. I don't know why. I mean, have you guys seen your country? It's beautiful up there. What are you watching this for? I mean, I'm glad you are, but seriously. So I just want to say thank you guys. That's awesome. It's cool to see people from our neighbors to the north interested in what we do down here. I also gotta say, I don't even know if I'm on the right trail anymore. So I'm not even sure if I'm really on the right trail anymore. I'm following this bike that I've been seeing for the last little while. But you can see here next to me is painted Blaze. Most of the trails in this park have the discs. A little ways back, I came across a split in the trail. Blaze went this way, nothing went the other way. I walked on a trail a little ways and there's trees across, it didn't look like it's maintained, so I followed this one. This better not just stop up here. I've had that happen here too. This is my kind of little spot right here. Well, that came down recently. It's still green. Now, here's one of these spots. That's what I'm talking about. So you come down here. If I was just following these bike trails, right? Yellow Blaze. The bike goes off that way. The Blaze goes that way. So if you weren't paying attention, like I'm sure it goes to the same spot, but really, should be a post here or something. It's over this way. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, that. See Blaze that way. All right. There's Blaze there. There's Blaze right here. It says the trail turns. There's Blaze here. I think I'm gonna go that way. Let's go check out what's up here. That Blaze is buried. So here's what I'm thinking. All right, this little junction down here must go back to that one intersection I was at earlier that I didn't record. Over here is where we saw the bike tracks that go out that way, and then this must take us back up to the main where we first come across the dam, and those bike tracks, I bet we're going to run back into those up here. It's probably a shortcut. But that's what I think. I'm gonna stop recording for a little bit and just hike, because daylight is going to start to become a factor at some point. It's only about 3 o'clock right now, but it gets dark pretty quick. So done here with my hike at Prompton, heading back to the car. Thanks for tagging along. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you really liked it, hit the subscribe button. Now, YouTube's kind of changed the way they do their subscriptions now. So if you hit the subscribe, you'll be subscribed to the channel. If you want to get notifications for every time I put out a video, you got to click the little bell next to it. So it's like a 2-part process now. Subscribe, click the bell. So, and if you have a YouTube channel and you're unaware of that, let your subscribers know too. Come up here in the near future, I'm going to have a winter camping video coming out. Working on something to go, maybe do a backpacking trip or something like that. We'll see. So hopefully that's out pretty soon, because I can't wait to camp in the snow again. It's awesome. So keep an eye out for that. And other than that, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.